Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. Peace and blessings. So I'm back with another episode. That's what I feel like saying. I am back with another episode of Ask Nubia I, aka Lisa Marie Goodson. So yes, y'all, I'm still on the marathon. And it is the marathon of being highly energized. I had to take a nap. I literally just woke up for a nap. Well, I set the clock so that I could actually get up for the nap. And so I woke up from a nap. And I'm feeling much better. So as many of you know, my husband and I are moving to North Carolina. We'll be there on December 1st. And so you could imagine the amount of things one has to do to move from one state to another. Okay, let's talk about this, from moving from one state to another. And I don't just mean state to state. I don't just mean from California. Hey, Nakia. Moving from one state to another, right? I don't just mean from California to North Carolina. I mean literally moving or figuratively moving from one state of mind, one state of consciousness to another. It's a big leap. It could actually be exhausting on some levels because that constant changing within you that goes on. This is why most people don't change. Hey, Nubia, yeah, how you doing, Nakia? Thank you for your message. How you doing, Crystal Good Girl Brown? I see you, girl. I see you. So we're in the midst of this changing. So I think that this, not really sleeping at night, first of all, because of the tremendous excitement that I'm feeling from just life changing in general, that's going on for myself and my husband. He right now on the couch, he's snoring away because he's exhausted because he's doing most of the majority of moving. But when you're actually moving like that, what both of us realize is it's not just a physical fatigue. It's not a literal moving tired because I'm picking up stuff or I'm packing. It's the moving from pushing yourself beyond your limit, from doing something that is new. And it's really called the shift. And today I was sitting here thinking about the idea of successful people and how when I tell people and what successful people say to or think about haters and naysayers. And first, I'm going to tell you the difference between a hater and a naysayer. And then I'm going to tell you why I'm telling you about what successful people do with that and why I even thought about it when it's concerning with moving. Because every time I say I'm moving, somebody will say, oh, wow, you're moving from California. How you doing, sister? Hi, Losa. How are you? How you doing, Yvette? Every time when I say to somebody, yes, I'm moving. Oh, where are you moving? I'm moving to North Carolina. And where are you moving from? California? Oh, girl, I hope it's okay. Girl, enjoy the sun now. Because when you get to when you get to the East Coast, it's going to be cold. Girl, you sure you want to make that move? Girl, I don't know about that. Now, see, I call those the naysayers. Those are not haters. Haters can't hurt you. They just mad. They jealous. They not living their lives and they're unhappy. Naysayers are people who actually like you, admire you, and really want the best for you. Give us a scoop on those earrings. I'm great, Mama. Yes, this is by Nakia Dillard. Nakia, put your Etsy shop in, because I know you watching, girl, in the comment box so everybody can know where to buy these earrings. And really every earrings that I wear, Nakia gets them. I get them from Sister Nakia Dillard. And I think it's Goddess Crown Collections. But girl, if I'm wrong, you better get up on here and tell people the address of your earrings, okay? Hey, Shandia. Yeah, folks always going to have something to say. Well, yes, Yvette, they do have something to say. But let me tell you how you know that means that you're getting closer to success. Or that means that you're already successful. See, you want those comments. If you don't really have haters, you're not really growing. That means that you're not changing. Haters really come when they see that you went from sitting, one level, or as I started off with, one state of consciousness to another. So when a person really says that actually likes you, because there's people that'll say, a naysayer could be your mother. It could be your sister, your brother. It could be your children. Naysayers are folks that are not going to play at a high level. They're folks that's happy with the status quo. They're the folks that's happy right where they are right now, and you going somewhere else. Actually, it really does frighten them. Now, the people that say, oh, girl, you moving from California to the East Coast, girl, so cold. What people don't know is most people have not been to California, so let's get the illusion out that it's always warm here. I guarantee you that it's not. I've had people come from New York and visit LA. I'm not in LA, I'm in the Bay Area, I'm in Oakland. And Oakland and say, oh my God, it's so cold, I thought it was warm here. No, it's not always warmer. As a matter of fact, North Carolina, where we're about to live, right now it's 10 degrees higher today in temperature than where I am. Every single day for a year, I charted the weather. Either North Carolina has been hotter by 10 degrees or it's been the same kind of weather. So the idea is most people say things that they know absolutely nothing about. They're really talking about their own fears. Thank you. Find my goddess jewelry worn by Queen Nubia here. www.etsy.com, shop goddess. Okay, goddess crowns. Thank you, Nakia. I appreciate it. Yes, y'all. I think they are gorgeous. That's my girl. She be hooking it up. So, and so think about it. So let's go back so we know what we're doing and why we're doing it. You got to understand that your girl is working on very little sleep. I am on the creative high that artists go through when they're in the zone, and they're in the zone to create and you can't sit down. And today I want to talk to you about successful people because that's the only people that I want to hang around. The naysayers definitely could prevent you from being successful. Think about it. It's not your enemies that can hurt you. It's your friends. So, and your friends are usually the naysayers. Your friends are the one that's going to stay in that job for 100 years. Your friends are the one that's never going to move away from their family or friends ever. Okay? Your friends are the one, it's your family usually, are never going to quit their job, never going to start their own business. They would never get on something like a Facebook. I had a family member say to me yesterday, Sister Nubia, don't give them all of it. You're giving too much vital information. Make them pay for it. And I know that comes from love. That's not from because the person doesn't love me. It's because the person is fearful. We live amongst people that believe in lack and fear and that there is not enough. I learned a long time ago that when I try, and that's all that I'm doing because I can't really do it, try to withhold information just to make $1, I actually make less dollars. I'm going to say it again. I've noticed that when I try to hold or withhold information to make $1, I make to ask for $1. So I'm saying to myself, I'm not going to give them it all. I'm not going to give it all. I'm not going to give it all because I got to make some money. I actually make less money at the end of the month. That is not how you sell today. Today, when you have to give incredible content and get people to trust you and who you are, when you have an infinite amount of content, you don't get scared. Abundance is everywhere. The more you give, the more you receive. Yes, speak the truth. Thank you. Yes, what people don't understand is that, you know why some people get scared? I'll tell you why. Some people get scared because they don't have a lot of content. Because they're really thinking, see, I truly believe that the content comes from the ethers, that the content comes from the greatness of the creator, that the content comes from spirit. And that if you are constantly doing your spiritual work, if you are constantly taking your baths, if you are constantly doing your prayer and meditation, if you are constantly doing the physical work, if you are constantly taking action, it's infinite. There is not, how many stars in the sky? How many leaves on a tree? How many blades of grass? How can we not be abundant? Why do we think we're separate from nature? And so speaking of that, and so all this is really coming from, and what I want you to know, I'm teaching. So today is my Thursday weekly come in and speak to you all live because I am actually doing, and we're talking about successful people, I am actually doing a wonderful 6-week intensive called Blackberry Beauty Secrets, How to Glow from Head to Toe. You want to know where I get this information from? You know, I tell you all the time, I go, Spirit told me. Spirit said say. Thank you, Nat. Yes, it does. It's endless. Thank you, Ayalosa. Spirit told me. Spirit said tell them this. Spirit said share this. Spirit said, do you think Spirit is running out on information? Information is spirit. Information comes from spirit. When you pull something, that's why I told you last time, it's like when you thought you created this great idea and you sat on the great idea because a naysayer probably told you it's not going to work. The naysayer probably said, baby, just be happy where you are. Don't go leave that job for that crazy idea. The naysayer told you it wasn't going to be successful. And you stopped. And then next thing you know, you turned on the news, or you turned on the television, or you walked down the street, or you read in the newspaper, or you read online that somebody made $1 billion doing exactly what you thought about doing. So you cannot listen to the naysayers. Let me explain to you again why this is so important. Most of us focus on haters. Haters don't care about you. They somebody sitting up in some dark hole, ain't gonna go nowhere, ain't gonna do nothing. Let me tell you, I'll tell you I had a hater. And haters becoming like, they try to come like they naysayers, but they're really haters. I had a sister leave a message on my Facebook, on my YouTube, under my YouTube channel, one of my videos, and she said, hey, I want you to know that I was in Sister Nubia's private coaching group, Women Who Run with the Womb, Wild Women Run with the Womb, like in the beginning of it. And, it was really nice, but, really, it's just for beginners. It's not really for somebody that wants to go deep into spirituality. It's just for beginners. And I just want you to know that when I left on good terms. But me, on the other hand, I go deep into astrology and tarot reading and the whole bit. Now, see, that's ugly. To me, that's not beautiful. That's not nice. That's not a love. That's not a naysayer. That's a hater. How dare you come on my page and tell people that my stuff is not worthy? The fact is, nobody believes you. The fact is, nobody believes you. Because I keep coming on and keep giving, so nobody believes you. Because I constantly keep growing, so nobody believes you, sister. So you got to understand that. You can't let the haters stop you, because the fact is, they're usually not telling the truth. They don't know you, and they don't want to know you. They think haters can change. Do you think haters can change? Yeah, make your haters your motivators. I do think haters can change. But you know where the change comes from? It comes from within. Let me tell you how they can change. When they realize that they have an infinite amount of information, and they don't have to put anybody else down to get up. When they realize that they too have the same amount of information. Do y'all really think I got a special phone number to the Most High? Do you really think I got the cell phone number of the Creator, the Goddess? Do you really? Because I don't. And if I do, it's a rituals that I do, and it calls her up, and she answers, and she answers for you as well. You speaking a word tonight, Queen. Thank you. And she answers for you as well. So in my next intensive, January 6, 2017, Blackberry Beauty Secrets, How to Glow from Head to Toe, I'm talking about how I do all this. It's not the physical beauty that I'm really talking about. It is saying that there is things that you do that creates an energy, a vibration, an aura around you that connects to every single thing you want. And in my Sunday 3-hour intensive, How to Create Healthy Money Rituals, Get Whatever You Want, I actually show you the formula. In the 6-week intensive, the one that costs $497 if you pay in full is it costs $597 if you pay in full. It's $497. That one, you work with me and we break down every single thing that I do and have been doing in order to believe and manifest and make things happen. But I want to go back because, see, successful people will actually have no problem going to buy something that is worthy of who and what they are. You can't stay in the same place and tell me you're growing. You can't say maybe tomorrow and tell me you're growing. See, naysayers will say maybe tomorrow. Naysayers will say I'm happy where I am. Naysayers will say I'm doing okay. Naysayers will not go for. Naysayers don't get coaches. Naysayers don't get a training. I don't think, I was thinking this today about this idea. Maybe because we're hearing it in a new way, a coach, a mentor, a trainer, and we think like, wow, this is so white, or this is so, black people don't need no coaching. What do you think we was getting when we was in the villages on our homeland from the elders and our aunties and our uncles and the people around us? We were getting coaching. We were getting mentorship. When I talk about Blackberry Beauty Secrets, that's what the elder woman, the women in your family used to pass down to you when they sat you down and told you how to keep your husband, how to have a baby when you thought you couldn't. how to have a juicy and wonderful life and vagina, how to stay cleansed, how to keep your skin glowing, how to keep your hair nice. What do you think we was getting? It's called coaching. And we know that if successful people understand that the more that they invest and at the highest level that they can invest, that they actually get the return. You are supposed to take the information that I give you. You are supposed to take the information that you get when you join one of my intensives, and you're supposed to create something from that. See, you don't have to worry about a hater, because that's why I'm not really concentrating on a hater. That's right. Thank you so much, Salami. Thank you. A good analogy. You don't have to worry about the haters. Haters, that's boring. Everybody talks about that. The ones I'm telling you, it's the naysayers. Because the naysayers, unfortunately, they're not ready to play big. So when you play big, it scares them. You scaring them when you play big. When you ask for more, when you take a course, when you buy something, you're scaring them. And it bothers them. And they're dangerous. Naysayers are dangerous because what you don't understand is, and you got to understand this about naysayers, it's very important. Remember, naysayers are usually the people that are closest to you. So with naysayers, why they're so dangerous is because if you might actually listen to them. They actually have more influence in your life. You know, I realized a long time ago, I said, oh my God, I love my mother. You know, God rest her soul. My mother was the greatest mother. Everybody will say that about their mom, but in the entire world, like, I love my mama. But I knew a long time ago that if I did not leave Brooklyn, New York, and leave my mama's space, I was never going to be as great as I could be. I was never going to live to my fullest potential. Let me tell you why. And if you're a parent and you're doing this, stop doing it. It's very dangerous. Because your parents, your family, your loved ones, they accept you just the way you are. But what if the way you are ain't good enough? What if the way you are is not your fullest potential, your highest potential? Do you understand? You don't want nobody telling you when you didn't get the job or the promotion, or you didn't get that business was not successful. You don't want somebody telling you, it's okay, baby, I accept you just the way you are. What if the way you are ain't good enough? What if you need that push? That's what a coach does. She's in it. She gonna got her money, so she's happy. She gonna when you pay a coach a good amount of money, she gonna give you a good amount of information. Lenora, hi, Queen Lisa. Lovely to see you again today. Thank you, sweetie. Lovely to see you too. Do you understand that the naysayers have usually in our society are our coaches because they're our family members? They're gonna tell you that it's okay. They're going to tell you that you don't need to do more. They're going to tell you that, well, baby, you gave your best and that's all you could do. What if your best is not good enough? What if you could give more than your best? What if you can learn how to push yourself to your highest potential in order for you to get more? Successful people don't listen to the naysayers. They go to the barbecue with the naysayers. They have dinner with the naysayers. They even go on vacation with the naysayers. They don't take business advice from the naysayers. They don't take health advice from the naysayers. They cannot, because the naysayers, again, what is a naysayer? If you're just tuning in, it's not a hater. A naysayer is the people who actually love you, that want the best for you, and the best for them is mediocre. The best for them is in the middle. The best for them is staying safe. That's what they want. How you doing, James Martin? Peace and blessings, brother. That's what the naysayers want. The naysayers don't want, it's not that they don't want you to succeed. In a lot of ways, a lot of times, like I said, I don't think, these are not even those people that when they see you blossom, they get nervous. These are the people that probably are not going to blossom because they've accepted where they are right now. And they think that you should do the same. See, you scare them. I'm sure Dr. Martin Luther King, he probably has some naysayers up in his own house. I bet Harriet Tubman, I'm sure she has some naysayers up in her camp. I'm sure Sojourner Truth and Ida B. Wells and Fannie Lou Hamer, I'm sure that they had naysayers, not haters. We know who the haters were then. It was the people that didn't look like them. It was real easy to identify your enemy. But what if you're kind of sleeping with your enemy? The naysayer could be your husband. The naysayer could be your wife. Baby, I don't know about that. Because let me tell you what successful people have to be ready to do. A successful person, somebody who really wants success, somebody who's really climbing up that ladder of success, that person may have to move to another state, just like me and my husband. But if, like I said to you, every time you are 1,000,000,000% on point. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. I'm not even exaggerating to you all. There's every time, if we tell 10 people that we're moving from California to North Carolina, they'll be like, ooh, you going to do that? Ooh, girl, you going to miss California? Have you ever been here? Naysayers usually ain't going nowhere, ain't really left their little, 3-block radius. We ain't hating on them, but that's the way that we've been trained. You don't ever leave your place of where you were born. You don't ever leave. And what I have to tell people is, I'm not even from California. I'm sorry, I gotta laugh. That's the joke part. The joke part is I was born and raised in Brooklyn. Why are you trying? And when I was leaving Brooklyn, people said, girl, you're not gonna like California. They weird out there. I could never leave my family, and you will never go to the top. Thank you, O Salami. You will never, because you're not willing to do it. This is and let me tell you what I equate this to. How you doing, Brandy? And let me tell you what I equate this to, because this is very important. So it's like the person, I'm so happy for the people that are investing in themselves with the $97 3-hour intensive that I'm doing this Sunday, November 6th. Now, let me tell you what successful people then do. They don't stay at the $97 level because they don't want to just make hundreds of dollars. They are comfortable how they are. Exactly. And they want you to be comfortable how you are as well. They don't just stay comfortable at the $100 level. You got to up level to the next level. So if I come on, because today I'm talking about the intensive I'm doing in January, that's $597. If you pay in full, it's $497. I'm saying to you that what I notice about successful people is they have to go and pay for coaches. Because usually all they have around them is the naysayers. I'm sorry, it made me laugh when I think about it. Because naysayers really are good people. Hey, Love Bug, how you doing, Royal? Naysayers are great people, but they're not going to invest. So if you told a naysayer, somebody who says that they love you, that you are going to spend $600 on a 6-week intensive, but you know that after you finish with it, you're going to be happier, healthier, wealthier. You're going to be more abundant in every way. You're going to be more courageous. You're going to have more confidence. They're going to say, girl, you crazy. They're going to say, girl, you crazy. You are so on point tonight. Thank you. And you know what? You know why I'm laughing? But if you told them that you saw that big ass, big screen TV and they was having a sale and it was $600, they tell you, girl, take me with you. I'll stand online all night. Let's get that television. That television worth $2,600. I'll do it. See, this is how you could identify a naysayer. How you doing, Angela? They usually don't have it on the ball. They usually don't have their priorities straight. You cannot listen and take advice from people who don't have their priorities straight. If you want to be successful and you're studying somebody that looks at least and more successful than you, then you got to say to yourself, what are the things that they're doing that I noticed? I noticed she was here. Now she's actually moving. She's gotten married. She bought land. That's successful. It doesn't matter if that's not the success you want. You can't say it's not successful. Then look at the naysayers that tell you, girl, you better just stay where you are. Girl, it's going to be cold where you are. Oh, everybody is not ready. I am working on manifesting to the last minute. That's right. You are sending chills up my spine. Preach, Queen. Thank you, Royal. Thank you, Crystal Girl. Angela, makes too much sense. I'm trying to tell you. It makes too much sense because you know what? We too focused on the haters. Haters need to, I'm telling you, if you are not successful, then if you don't have haters, don't nobody know you. If you don't have haters, don't nobody know you. In order to make money and to sell products and services, people have to know you. That's why the people that say, girl, stop giving so much. Girl, you need to charge people. I am. When you come into the intensive this Sunday, it's $97 and you're going to get $597 worth of value. When you come into the January intensive for $497, you're going to get $4,097 of value. And I can promise you that. Because see, this is what you have to understand when you are either pricing, when you are actually wanting to have a program, or you want to participate in another program. You have to have faith that you know that where your information is coming from is truthful. Everything I talk about, I've experienced. I've learned from those experiences, and I'm giving it to you. I'm not talking about molecular biology because I don't know nothing about it. I'm not even talking about being a millionaire yet because I ain't get there yet. Talk about being in the six figures, I can talk about that. If you know you're not there, or you want to get there, or you're not where you want to be in the high six figures, or you know that you can do more, don't listen to the naysayers, because they probably won't be in the successful realm. Think about this too. You just for a minute, we're going to do exercise. I like to be practical and tactical, okay? Think for a moment right now. All the successful people you know, were they people who sat around and waited for other people? My son wanted to tell you that he loves your videos. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Crystal, good girl, Brown. I love that. So think about this right now. All the successful people you ever read about. Let's just go, because we're talking about really successful people, right? All the successful people you ever read about. All the successful people you saw interview on TV. All those successful people. What are some of the attributes that you notice about them? They didn't really have a lot of friends. So I'm going to give you another example. I noticed tonight, my husband and I, a friend of his is having a little small gathering because, you know, we are leaving California and they want to give us, hey, Brianna, do you know I got your necklace on? I'm going to do it in another video so everybody can see it. I want to thank you so much. It is so beautiful. My husband and I love it. So, you know somebody. So, yeah, we're doing this little celebration. His friend is having us meet at this place, and we're going to celebrate because we're going away, right? We're moving to North Carolina. And so he said, Sister Lisa Marie, could you give me a list of all your friends or people you want to invite to the gathering? And he also asked my husband if there was some other people that he didn't know about, because my husband has friends that go back 20 years, if he wanted to invite to this gathering tonight. My list was probably 3 people. And I sat there and I thought to myself, I said, wow, do I have only 3 friends? Like, no, you know what happens? When you get successful, the people that's naysaying, the people that told you, I saw that, I'm glad y'all love it. Thank you. The people that when you grow up in your own success, you got to leave people behind. You can't waste your time. Successful people, something you will notice, don't have a lot of friends. First of all, if you got time to have 10 friends, then you ain't doing something. If you got time to have 10 friends, either you gossiping all day or you're shucking and jiving all day, but you ain't building wealth and you ain't moving to the top. There's no way if you got 10 friends and you got time to be friends with 10 friends, thank you for the hearts, keep them coming because I'm loving it, then you are probably not on the road to success. Successful people hang out with their friends or their business partners that they create deals with, but most of all, their friends are their wives or husbands and their family. That's their friends. Yes, Crystal Girl, speak queen, I thank you. That's their friends. Yes. So when I had to reevaluate, because first I was thinking like, dang, 3 people. When I got here, I probably met 30 people. But every time I kept moving ahead, I kept not knowing those people. I didn't try not to know them. People always ask me, Sister Nubia, I'm changing. I changed my diet. I changed my spirituality. I changed how do I? But I'm alone, or I don't have any friends, or there's nobody around me. Right? Latoya Davis, yes, that's the truth. A circle is small, yes. And then they think I'll be like saying, so they say I don't have anybody around me that's like-minded, or I don't have friends anymore. The people I used to know, I don't know anymore. And my question I'll be wanting to say is, so what's the problem? So what's the problem? So what's the problem? Do you understand that if you follow successful people, they don't have a posse either? You get you a good and you're going to find that good man or woman, depending on who's watching, for yourself, and you're going to build even a closer knit circle. It might be a circle of 2, you and your man. It might be a circle of 3 or 4, you, your man, and your children. Most people ain't coming with you. Because most people definitely, I know some sisters that's been in my Latoya Davis and many other people that have invested in my programs, invested at the $1,000 level, $750, $350, and all of them are winning. Every single person that has invested at some higher level in my business, I noticed that they are successful. I also noticed they got a small circle. So people that act like that, don't believe the hype when you see, Lenora, I feel better now for not having friends. I thought I was losing. No, you ain't losing. You absolutely winning. You know, there was a documentary on Netflix. It was a while ago, and it was a documentary about Jay-Z. I'm sure he had nothing to do with the doc, but it was talking about him. And they kind of try to paint it like he was a cold dude, and once he make a business deal with you and the business deal goes through, then he kind of leaves you and he don't know you anymore. What he need to know you for? He ain't trying to make friends. He trying to make money. He ain't making friends. He making money. He got a wife. He got a kid. He probably got some brothers and sisters and a mama. What time he got sitting down with you? See, I don't get that. We as black folks got to know, thank you, Ashe. We as black folks got to know how to sit at a table and make a deal. We got to know how to sit at a table and sign contracts and get on about the business. We don't need, what else we got to talk about? It's nothing wrong with that. It's not cold-blooded. It's not wrong. It's what we have to do in order to succeed. We have to do it, or we're going to be in trouble. We're going to get left behind. I want you to succeed, but I know that in order to succeed. So again, when I tell you about this Sunday, because I want you to join, you know what? I'm just going to focus on this Sunday intensive because I want you so much to join this 3-hour Create Healthy Money Rituals, 3-hour Sunday intensive that's live. If you can't make it from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can purchase the replays and watch it as many times as you want. I'm teaching you, because one might say, but sister, then how do you let go of the naysayers? If Nubia, what you said, the naysayers are the people that is closest to you, how do you release them? I'm going to show you how to do it in a way that is not disrespectful, that is not hurtful, and that makes everybody feel good. Most naysayers, I felt the same way, Lenora, yes. Most naysayers are not going to even know you left. Most naysayers are going to be busy talking about what they saw. Did you see the weekly, scandal? I know it's not out anymore. I'm just saying, I wonder if people on a higher level are sitting there watching a weekly television program. I'm just saying, I bet that they're not. See, the vigor for life, that excitement for life, I find that the people that watch the weekly programs and they got their show and they know they show and they got to watch their show, they don't usually not usually on track to be highly successful. Those people that tell you shouldn't spend on $97 for a 3-hour intensive, you shouldn't spend $597 for 6 weeks of work with me, they're probably not going to go where you want to go. So don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Now, I got my book of notes, as I always do, and so I want to make sure. So I said success will always have haters because they refuse to play small. Successful people will always have haters. Let's talk just a little bit about haters. We're not going to give them that much attention because they refuse to play small. Do you understand that when you actually say, I want more, you raise your prices, you start moving from state to state, you start purchasing things, people, you're not playing small. There's no way, you taking risks. Like, it's a risk to leave everything you know and go to somewhere where you don't. So when you don't play small, haters going to have to come in because haters are small. Haters are small thinkers, small-minded. Haters have a lot of fear. So, of course, if you're not playing small, then I'm going to say another way. If you're playing small, then you're probably not wanting to be successful. If you're playing at a bigger game, or a higher level, then you're going to be successful. And haters only come out when they see that you're not playing small. They'll say you're greedy, or you ask for money, you don't care about other people. But they're not describing you. They're talking about themselves. They're talking about their own deficiencies. They're talking about their own lack, because that's what they got. They're not talking about you. So when you're worried about them, listen, you want to be around like-minded people, take the course on Sunday. You want to be around like-minded people, take the course on in January. This is what people say, but I don't have anybody of like mind. I've changed and there's nobody around me. You know why? Because you're still down there with the naysayers and the hater. You won't spend the money to be up there with the successful people. You won't pay enough money to be up there with the game changers. You won't stay up there to be up there with the people that's making things happen. Do you understand? You have to pay a price for success. And it's not just a monetary price. It's blood, sweat, and tears. You got to work like nobody else is willing to work. You got to go to bed later. You got to wake up earlier. You got to every day look for the sale and wonder how you can get it, how you can make your products and services better. You got to listen to what the people want. But you have to learn how to do that. Successful people, when you see these people like Damon John and all these people charging all this money for their coaching programs, because they're saying to you, I got something, I made it, I have some amount of success, you want it, here it is. Letting you know if you do the work, you'll have it too. What is too much to pay to get you out of a situation that you don't want to be in anymore? What is too much to pay? When you know where you are so unhappy. What is too much to pay when you want more in life? So when we start worrying about the haters, I know that that's a person who's a little bit scared to go to the top. That's just a little bit. And you can get past that fear, because when you go get successful, after you take my program and you start putting yourself out there and doing your own thing, there are going to be people that's going to hate on you, and you're going to probably stop. You're going to probably try to change your program up or the way you deliver or whatever so that you won't offend people. You're probably going to stop right there, and that's the end. I'm calling it the death of the entrepreneur. It's not a thick, people say, oh, you got to have a thick skin. No, you got to know what you got is right. You got to know that what you have is important. Well, you got to know what you have is valuable. It ain't about a thick skin. I promise you it's not about a thick skin. Yes, why are you speaking directly to me? That's right, Yasmin. That's right. If we don't, you got to move on. I want to talk about my next point. Being afraid to play big because you don't want the haters. And I said that. I know some people, and I'm sure that I was at some point. It's hard for me not to be expressive. It's hard for me not to speak my truth. But of course you will hear stuff and it might stop you. A lot of times I know people who want so much. They write it down on a list. They check it twice. They write their to-do list every single day, and they want this something. They want this $100,000 by the end of the month, or $100,000 a year. They know what they want, and they get out there. And the harsh reality is, the haters and the naysayers, they like I don't know what you call those buzzards, basically waiting to eat on you, and they're waiting for you, and they can smell your fear. It's like being up in really to be incarcerated or to be on the street. You know, street folks. They know you fearful, and they can smell it. Like a dog, too, that will attack you because they smell your fear. So they come because they know that you might not be that confident in yourself, that you might not be that confident in the content that you're delivering. That's why it's important to have authentic content. So you can't not give things away if that's your nature. You have to be authentic to who you are. Mm-hmm. What I teach in this Sunday intensive is I show you how, when I'm talking about this formula that I created, what I'm saying is it doesn't matter if you are an introvert or an extrovert. It doesn't matter because it will build your confidence. There's certain things that I'm teaching you how to do that's going to build that confidence. You still may work behind the scene, but it don't mean you're not going to get paid or be successful or live your dreams. So when you play small, I've seen it. You don't want the haters to come, so you already kind of X yourself out. You don't want to hear the bad comments, so you already don't even do. You don't want to hear the bad comments, so you don't even do the video. You don't want to hear the bad comments, or you think you look a certain way, or you think you have to look like somebody else, so you don't do the video. You don't want to hear the comments, so you don't buy the program. You don't want to hear, you already defeating yourself because you already thinking that they're going to come after you. Who really cares? Coming after you means good, you making it. Good, you're making strides. You want them to come after you. You want them to come after you because that means that you are a success. And I want that for you. I see my next point is success is not a popularity contest. You know what? Success, yes. And I know that's a hard one because you go, well, no, most people that are popular, I've seen successful people that are popular, but you've also not seen successful people who are not popular. There's a lot of millionaires that will never be on the front of a magazine. There's a lot of millionaires that will not be interviewed by Black Enterprise or Forbes. There's a lot of people with money and success that you will never see in the media. You don't have to be, success is about living to your fullest potential. Remember when we start off, what naysayers want you to do is, because they're not living to their fullest potential, they don't really want you to do it. They don't even understand what the heck you're doing. And you listening to people that don't understand, like I said, go to the barbecue with them. Go on vacation with them. Go by their house. If I don't even really want to hang out with naysayers too long, even if they're my family members. My family is very supportive, and I love them, and I'm going to do family and wonderful, supportive, beautiful things with them. And if they want to make a deal, they want to start a business, I'm going to help them to do it. But the people that I need to be with is the people that's at a higher success level than I am. If I'm asking you to pay $97 for a 3-hour workshop, if I'm asking you to pay $597 for a 6-week workshop, then guess what I'm paying? I'm investing $1,000 on somebody that can take me to the next level. You know, I'm loving how life is going. It is such a beautiful thing. Let me tell you when you know you are ready. Let me tell you, first of all, when you invest, I promise you, how you doing, Jean Page? How you doing, Lisa? I promise you this, that when you invest in yourself monetarily and you invest in a coaching program, I promise you that you will see success in your life and you will go to another level. And you know it because things start happening in your life. Right now, I have a second virtual assistant who is looking for possible speaking engagements for me to do at a bigger and higher level. Right now, I have a marketing strategist person that has come on board, offered to help me with doing a trade so that I can move to the next level. You know, right now I've hired, or in the midst of hiring a social media expert, really a web designer, to take my new website that didn't work out with the last person to a whole nother level. See, let me tell you about successful people. Successful people might not necessarily be rich right now. What I do is the money that I do have, this is the risk. Successful people risk. So you want to talk about, can you invest in a $97 program? Can you invest in a $597 program? Let me tell you what I do. I will take the money all from the savings and I will give it to the web designer, because I know that $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000 is going to bring me in tens of thousands of dollars. I stay almost at a broke level in a way because it makes me keep striving and going. You can't sit on the money. The money is there to be circulated so it can come back to you. When you sit on the money, you're actually depleting it. You're holding on to it and you're not growing. So the idea of not investing in yourself actually is you're not going to make it to be successful. I do it all the time. I say, you know what? I know that's $1,500, and I know that right now what I have in my bank account, let's just say that this is a scenario, and what I have in my bank account right now is $1,500, but can this $1,500 make me $15,000? And the answer is yes. I've seen the work. I know what she can do. Sometimes your system, you just have broken systems. That's why your business is not going what you want. I don't just mean your business like what you sell, business of the work that you do. I mean your business of life, the business of love, the business of relationship. The systems and the strategies are broken. If you come into the November 6th, this Sunday, 3 hours, $97, I will show you, I will give you systems and strategies that cannot be broken unless you break it. Isn't that power? Isn't that control? It cannot be broken unless you break it. And you ain't trying to do that because you done paid $97. So when you pay for something, and you tell me, y'all, when you know this is true, you be writing it down, you be out in the class, you be listening to the teacher, you be getting it, and more importantly, you implement it because you want it. So I invest at high levels because I want to be successful. I do it too. Don't think I would never ask you to do something that I wouldn't do. But every time I invest, so let's just say, for instance, You all know I'm going to win the Black Power Award for health and wellness next Saturday, November 12th, for the Black Power Awards, right? You know, I got to speak it into existence, and we talk about a lot of that in the Sunday intensive. And so, which one? I have to be courageous. I have to be confident. I have to believe that. But I also know that when I win that award, I'm able to now say, winner of the first Black Power Award. See, that's going to up my level and my rate. You know, I look at people, I say, how many people, yes, you are. Thank you, Angela. I love you. How many people have seen somebody or even known somebody when they were not on the top? You saw them, the word a lot of people like to use, I don't, but hustling or grinding. You saw them moving forward, right? You saw them, and you was like, you know what? I'm going to take her class. I'm going to take her $97 class, or I'm going to take her $600 class. And next thing you know, before you know it, she winning. And she on a show, and she won 2 awards. Now she's on Essence. Now she's speaking at CNN. You know, now she's speaking at these big conferences. And you go, oh my God, I wish I would have got with her when she was right here next to me. I wish I would have got with her when I could afford her. I knew she was going somewhere. Don't let opportunities get past you because you're afraid. Don't let it happen. I have been staying up all night long because I cannot sleep because we're moving. I got so much on my mind, but it is the best can't sleep in the world. Successful people often stay up late and get up early. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to stay up late and get up early? Are you willing to jot your ideas down and then implement them? Hey, Queens, how you doing? Erica Harris. Yes. Take me with you. Angela, you already coming, girl, because you are doing the work. Angela Armstrong is in my group, Wild Woman Who Run the Womb. This sister is winning because she takes the information and she runs with it. Erica Harris Blige is also doing. How do you know if you are moving too fast or not fast enough? I love that question. Oh, let me tell you why I love that question. You ain't never moving too fast. You can't move too fast. Most of us are not moving fast enough. And you know why most of us are not moving fast enough? Because we're afraid. Or, let me tell you what I've noticed a lot of times too. This is what I noticed, because you're right. When you start making moves and you start investing in courses like you are, Erica, when you start going to the next level, and like you've been investing in a lot of the things that I have, what happens is the universe keeps opening up for you. And the universe opens up a little more. And the universe opens up a little more. And things start moving fast. And what happens is the reason why we feel like sometimes it's too fast is because we haven't created systems and strategies. I mean this. It's just structure to be able to handle. It's like, I'll give you an example. You've seen this happen to people. They have a website. The website's a decent website. It's got, enough traffic, but not a lot. It's ordinary. People come, people go, but it's a stable website. They do an appearance like on the Oprah Winfrey Show. And the next day or the same afternoon, people are flooding the website, and the website crashes because it doesn't have the bandwidth to handle that amount of inquiries, that amount of payments coming in. Because we don't prepare like we're going to have $1 million or 1 million followers. We prepare like we're going to have 10. So when you have strategies and systems, and this is what I'm teaching in the October, Sunday, November 6th intensive, the $97, y'all better go buy that, y'all. Because I got a goal of how many women that I want, or men can come too, in this particular one. That's what it is. So most people ain't ready for success. That's why I say, you asked for $1 million. You're going, why I ain't getting $1 million? So let me see. So true. I hear you. Good, Erica. You hear me. So once you create certain things, that's what, and then in the January intensive, it's all about how to structure your entire life for success. There is certain, you know what? The buying of the land, it seemed like it just happened. It didn't just happen. The getting married, it didn't just happen. The moving to North Carolina now, it didn't just happen. The writing for Natural Hair Mag's blog, it didn't just happen. The nominee for the Black Power Awards, it didn't just happen. There was things that I did, and that's what I'm going to teach a good part of it, not some of it on Sunday, and then in January we're going all the way to the top. See you Sunday, Queen. I'm ready. I'm so glad. You're going to love it. Sister, it's deeper than what we even did in the group Wild Woman Who Run with the Woman, you're all going to see it. You're going to get it. You're going to understand. I've been spending hours on it. When I noticed that my business started to grow was when I started putting more into my business. I love this work. I love what I do. I spend hours on a program, hours on a series, hours on a subject. I'm going to invest into myself for the first time. Yes, Ada Green. I love it. I love it. Hours. And I don't have a problem doing it. Look, if you're not spending your time doing something for yourself and working the hardest that you can, then what you spending time with your 10 friends? You shouldn't even have no damn 10 friends. 10 friends, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of waste of time. You don't need it. You don't need it. You're going to be lonely. You're going to be happy on the top. But of course, you're going to take other people with you. You don't learn information and not become a teacher. You don't learn information and not emulate it. There's no coach that don't want you to make a living doing what they teach you. That's not fair. They wouldn't give you the information. They didn't want you to succeed. I hear you, Lisa. Teach, sister. Thank you, Ron. I love you. I love you, Ron. So let's make sure I got everything because I got notes, y'all. See, I come with notes now because I go on a tangent. I don't want to do that. I don't care about popularity. I care about success. That's why I'm raising my prices. In the beginning, when you change, you're going to lose all those people that are mad because your products ain't $10 no more. Now, I want you to use the $10 as a metaphor. It's very important that you get this one. They're gonna get mad that you don't hang out with them anymore. They're gonna get mad that you don't do drugs with them, that you don't drink with them, that you don't gossip with them. That's all $10. It's the $10 equivalent to all of that. We love you. I love you too, Crystal. Good girl, Brown. I love you so much. Hey, Quincy, bless. How are you? They're going to be upset because you don't want to do the things. See, you should never think because you might have been on drugs for a long time, or you used to drink all the time, or you used to get high, or you was on the streets, or you were incarcerated. You should never think that you can't be a great success. Because the moment you stop doing that stuff is the moment that you're going to start moving to the levels that you want to go. You got to stop condemning yourself. You got to stop making yourself feel bad about the past and move on. You know how I know people feel bad about the past and continue to feel bad about the past? Because they still hang out with the same damn people from the past. So you must not feel good. You must be feeling guilty. Because if you felt good about where you were, if you felt good about the past, meaning it was done and over, you did what you had to do and you learned from it, then you ain't hanging out with them same people. We talk about this and we go in detail of how to not hang out with them, because that's the question. How do you not go back? How do you not have that conversation? Especially if they're the naysayers, which is your family. I know you want to know. You better come on in on Sunday. I'll let you know. Never too late. It's never too late, Queen. It's never too late. So it's very important. I don't care about popularity. I care about success. That's why I'm raising my prices. But more than that, when you raise your prices or you yourself invest in a higher program that somebody is offering, it's only because you raise your vibrational frequency. See, it's just energy. Money is just energy. That's all it is. You know, like I think about The Secret, like the thing I don't like about The Secret or didn't realizing more and more is it makes you feel like if you just sit in the corner and you ask the universe to give you everything you want and there's nothing else you got to do, it's going to come. That's why all of us got books of metaphysical books and all this stuff, but we're still in the same place because we're not really actually being practical. This is my change. Everybody will notice if you take any of my courses in 2016, I deal with the practical. I deal with the things. I mix the mental, the physical, and the spiritual together, even in getting what you want. There are certain things you're going to have to do, but it's not going to be hard if you use the system that I'm talking about. It's so beautiful. It's like universe, oh my God, thank you. You won't be lonely. I promise you'll get that person or people that you need on your team. And guess what? After a while, you'll have maybe an assistant, you'll have an accountant, maybe you'll have a secretary, maybe you'll have a marketing strategist. And next thing you know, you don't have them anymore because maybe they've done and gave you all that they had at the capacity level that they had. So now you go on to the next one. Don't read about celebrities that look like they dropping people, but they're going to another level. It was like, I'll give you a perfect example. You know me, I don't know, I got a lot of analogies with programs. Has anybody seen the movie Ray? It's old, the Ray Charles story with Jamie Foxx. Excellent movie. I own it. My husband and I were watching it a few weeks ago, and it's a hard lesson, but it's worth it. But it's a great example of what I'm saying about when you go to another level. And if you remember, he had the brother, I forget the brother name even in the movie, that was his right-hand man. The brother, he was the bus driver when they were going on the road. He was a roadie, but he was a bus driver, and he became Ray Charles' kind of partner. You know, he helped him get around. He made sure that the band showed up on time. And I'm sure, in a sense, he kind of was helping him, maybe on some financial level. He was in charge of some of the finances. But as Ray Charles started getting into different groups, as Ray Charles started getting more successful, as Ray Charles started making more money, there was this other guy, the other brother, who was the announcer for all his shows around the world. And he said to Ray, he said, hey, Ray, you know, you're in a whole nother tax bracket. You know, you got to start thinking about putting your money in shelters, right? And he was really breaking it down to him. And basically, Ray had to let the other brother go because in the movie, the brother was stealing from him. The brother was stealing from him in a lot of ways because the brother saw him succeeding, and the brother got scared and thought he wasn't going to be able to go with him. Because the brother could take Ray so far, but as Ray started to grow, he had to have people around him that could take him further. Do you understand? Yes, Erica, that's good. Hi, cool, how are you, sister? See, it's very important that you understand that. So the reason why most coaches have different packages is because they're giving on a different level. They're pouring into you a different level because they know that once if you do a $597 package, or if you do the 97 package for 3 hours, you're actually going to move to another level and you're able to invest more. See, it's so important. Thank you for the hearts. I love it, and the thumbs up. It's very important for me to actually continue to grow too. Or I will kick my own self out of the market if I don't stay abreast to what's going on. But I know for me, I'm going to tell you how you will always be wealthy. You will always have abundance. I'm going to give you the secret right now. Yes, I understand now. Okay, Giovanna, your name is beautiful and I'm messing it up. I'm so sorry. But let me tell you how you will always be successful. The way for you to always be successful, if you keep growing. If you keep growing, I guarantee you can't nobody leave you behind. Because usually people that keep growing are the ones that's actually in front of what's going on. They're not waiting to see where it's going to go. They're not like looking at the stock market going, I wonder if we're going to go down. They already know it's going to go down one day because they've had enough experience in life. You have to use the experience in life to start to see what's coming. It always comes. It's just timing. Are you preparing for it? My husband and I, we are preparing for when the next stock market crashes, or when the next buyout comes, and because it's coming. It has to. So I want you to be ready. When you have these systems and strategies, you're preparing yourself to be in a position to take advantage of something like that, because many people have. So I teach that in my next intensive. And my next thing is you must invest on a higher level to be successful. I said it. Now, and I got, luckily for me, I'm good. Oh, thanks, Queen. I'm so glad. Luckily for me, I have people that are in my courses that understand. They go to the next one and they invest in the next one and they see changes, and it's beautiful. I never thought you could outgrow a person until I got in my late 30s. I know that's right, sis. I know that's right. And Crystal Good Girl Brown, yes, I love growing. You speak it to me. Okay, Miss Lisa, I appreciate that so much. Yes, you are. Growing is the most beautiful thing that you could do. And but it will scare people and the ones around you. Yup. The naysayers, the ones that say, don't give them everything. They get afraid. If you don't, you got to be yourself though. No matter what programs you take, no matter what coaches you work for, all that coach really is there to do is to chip away at everything that is not your highest. Is to chip away from everything that is not your perfection. That's all that she could do. She just helping you get rid of those layers so that you can go to the next level. And it's so important that you do it. And I'm so glad that you ladies are here. And remember, share this video. Share it. Tweet about it. Talk about it on social media. Talk about it with your friends. Very important for our people. And okay, that was my last one. You must invest at a high level, but I'm not going yet because I got a couple more things to say. So for those that say, so I just want people to really understand, because I've gotten some questions about this Sunday intensive. If you can't make it from 2 to 5 p.m., don't worry, there's the replay. So once we have the replay. That's why you can go to the site and pay for the replay now, and we'll give it to you. Make sure you get it after the intensive on Sunday is over. The reason why you want people to say, well, what if I don't want to start a business? It's the business of you. It's the business of life. These strategies work no matter what. They're on it. You're going to have to do the work. But if you do the work, you're going to get it. It's also really ways to make you start thinking, like the worksheet alone. I mean, I know I came up with something or Spirit did. It's going to make you start thinking in a way that you might not have. Why am I doing this? Why am I coming on daily until the Sunday intensive? Because I consider this like the preliminaries or the prerequisite to actually taking the Sunday course. See, I want to open your mind. Y'all, let me say that. Let me tell you something about life, about my life. I struggled. I don't want you to do it anymore. It's so not necessary. Do you know how unnecessary it is to struggle? Now, I'm not saying you're not going to have hard times, but you want to have hard times going towards something you want, not living a life you don't want. Who wants to struggle with a life you don't want? I'd rather struggle because I'm getting the life I want, because I'm living the life I want. There's always going to be the work. I understand. I used to think that an entrepreneur meant that you have 3-hour work weeks. I'm sorry, I did. I thought this. You can get up when you want, go to sleep when you want. You can cancel meetings. No, you can be an entrepreneur, but you won't be successful. See, we got to know, we're going to talk about this in intensive. We're going to the worksheet's going to help you, really decide what you want. And then the stuff's going to make sense. Nubia is going to help me figure out how to get on track to what I want. That's all I'm doing. If you don't know in the intensive, we're going to flesh that out so you know. That's what's really important. Most of us don't get what we want because we asking for stuff we don't even want. We just got confused. We was listening to the naysayers. Tell it. That's right. Thank you, Erica. We were listening to the naysayers. Those sweet, wonderful people that love you. They love you, but they ain't ready. They ain't ready to go. You need to go so you can take them on a nice vacation. You need to go so that they can see something else. Now, most naysayers, they can see what you're doing. They still ain't going. So I'm going to say this. If you're waiting for him, or if you're a brother, you're waiting for her, or you're waiting for them, or you're waiting for somebody else to finally see you, to finally get you, and then that's when you'll decide to move on and be successful, you are going to wait until you're dead in the grave. You are going to wait until you're dead in the grave. If you're waiting for him, if you're waiting for her, if you're waiting for them, you're going to be waiting until you're dead in the grave. Some people can't come on the ride. It's moving too fast. They don't like the fast train. They want to be on the slow train. And you may have to make a decision of leaving them on the slow train and you hopping on the fast one. There's somebody for you that wants what you want, that wants to go where you're going, that wants to do what you're doing. My husband and I, we must be on the same team or we ain't going to make it. We can't have no dissension in our household. We can't have no disagreement and two people going in two different directions. It ain't going to happen. This is true. Yes, Haiku. Thank you for the hearts. You can't have it. You better get your man on the same page. And if he ain't on the same page, well, the train's rolling out anyway. Be there or be square, goddammit. Be there or be square. The train rolling out. I think about Harriet Tubman. You saw the Harriet Tubman movie? I don't know why I'm into movies today, but they work. She had to leave Mr. Tubman. He stole her money. He stole her money that she was saving up for freedom. He stole her money. He stole it because he was scared. Because he didn't believe in nothing, but she did. But she still went on. She had to leave him, her husband. I ain't telling you to leave your husband, though. Please don't get mad at me, brothers. I ain't telling you to leave your husband. I promise I'm not. Thank you for the smile, because it sounds like I'm saying, leave that mother, but I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, yes. Oh, choo-choo. That's right, Erica. Choo-choo, the train is leaving. We rolling out. Come there, come not. You there, you not. Hey. And it's not cold. We need to work on what cold really is. It's cold that you ain't on the same page with me, my brother, or my sister, really your sister, or even your mama. Your mama might not be on the same page on that midnight train. Exactly. Your mama may not be on the same page. What you gonna do? Your daddy may not be on the same page. What are you going to do? I would suggest you leave them there and you send them a nice fat check so that maybe you can pay off their mortgage, okay? I'm very serious. Maybe you could, make sure that operation they're going to get because they're eating this terrible food, make sure they got comforts. And it's not cold. You have to listen to me so you won't think Nubia's going now. She need to get off. She need to get off Facebook because she's going too far now. She's talking about my mama. She shouldn't be talking about my mama. I'm talking about your mama. I'm talking about your mama because I'm telling you that if you want to be a good mother yourself, you have to show her. She needs you to be something more, whether she knows it or not. You got to keep moving. So be my husband, he loves me. You know why he loves me? I'm telling you, because he loves my mind. He tells me all the time, I love you, never give up. I love that you can create more stuff. He loves it. You want to be sexy to your man, it has nothing to do with the way you look. Go out there and do what you do. Now, if he is intimidated by what you do, choo-choo, as Erica said, train is leaving. Love you, bruh. Either you're coming or you're not. So we're coming. We're coming together. They're going to get left behind, baby. They're going to get left behind, baby. They're going to get left behind. You could do it. See, if you want to hang with me now, I'm not doing the excuse thing. I'm not doing the, but how could I? And we know where you coming from. Don't hold back, Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm not going to do that thing where I hold your hand and go, well, let's think about this. Okay, so he doesn't want you to take classes. He doesn't want you to go out. He doesn't want you to become a vegan. He doesn't want you to learn spirituality. He doesn't want you to trying to pay. PayPal kept saying my basket empty. Okay, sweetie, I'll help you out at the end. But you know what? Go back because other people have been paying, so I know I'll check it out. But thank you. I want you. I'm so excited. I will make sure we get that payment from you. Sisters, I'm telling you, I can't hold your hand like that, and you don't want me to. I want to roll with the people that's ready to roll at a higher level. We have to. They actually need you to do that. Everybody you thought you was going to roll down the road with for the rest of your life, maybe you just not. Maybe it's not going to happen. Because if you take one of my courses, or usually anybody else's that's for real, you're going to be different. So he better come with you. I share with my husband what I'm doing. He does it with me. Look at y'all. He ain't no fool. He ain't trying to lose this. Who would want to do that? I want to hang with you. I want you to hang with me, Crystal Girl. Let me say that. You have to have that much confidence in yourself that you know that you are the ish. You have to have that much confidence in yourself that you understand that any partner would be lucky to be with you because it ain't just what you got between your legs, it's what you got up here. A woman that know how to take care of herself, make her own money, feel good about who she is, be the leader if she need to be, your man got to be okay with that one. That's right, single for now. That's okay. Single for now is good because when you get to the top, only people at the top going to want you. When you get to the top, then you can just start choosing from the top. You ain't got to choose from the pool down here anymore. And if you where you are, your man can come. Show him the video. He needs to come. Because I know a lot of women, Barbara, I have the same problem with PayPal. Oh, really? Well, that is not going to work. Well, I'm going to go check my PayPal. Thank you, Barbara. Now the two people said it. The devil is really a lie, huh? The devil is really a lie. So I want to thank you all so much. Today we talked about what successful people do and think. We also talked about the difference between haters and naysayers. We talked about why you should invest at the highest level that you could possibly invest. We also talked about the intensive on Sunday. It's going to be a blast. Be so in love with yourself, you will attract your vibrational match. And Nakia, you know about it. And you know about it, sister, because you did it. Yes, you'll be so in love with yourself, you will attract your vibrational match. You will. You will. And you'll get to the point where you ain't even thinking about it. That's when he really going to come. We thank you for being here with us. I thank you so much, ladies. Let me go handle this PayPal. So, Barbara, I'll get back to you. Yashman, I'll get back to you as well, and I'll just let you all know, try back in about 15 minutes because I'm going to check it out right now. And also, I'm going out a little later for the little gathering. I'll tell you tomorrow how that goes. See you here tomorrow, same time, same place. We got Friday and Saturday, and the intensive is Sunday. I love you all with all my heart. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. Peace and blessings.